guys, welcome back to Winning the Wishes. So today we're going to take a look at one of Disneyland's lands. We're going to check out Mickey's Toontown. Come on, let's go. Alright, so this is Mickey's Toontown. So when Walt decided to build a park, Mickey decided to give him all of this land just on the other side of his neighborhood. And after a few years, Mickey decided that he had been hearing all of this fun for way too long. He decided to open up the gate in the early 90s. So this is the neighborhood of Toontown where Mickey and all of his friends live. They do close a little bit early every day for obvious reasons. It's a neighborhood they want to go to sleep. Our first stop's going to be Mickey's house. Come on, let's go. Alright, so this is Mickey's house. So we're going to take a little walking tour through his house, through his backyard, and then into his movie park where we get the opportunity to meet Mickey Mouse. Let's go.
So as you're walking around Mickey's house, you might spot some familiar sights. There's lots of references throughout his house to various animations he's been in and his life with Walt. He also has a lot of references to his friends like Minnie and Pluto, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, and some of the work that he's been working on. He keeps a lot of these mementos of his animation and his life with Walt in a cabinet just in the second room of his house. You can see old versions of him and Minnie, his baby book, and all sorts of Easter eggs from different animated classics that he has been in. There's even a piano playing some of his music. There's really a focus on the Mouseketeers in this area too. There's even a photo of the original Mouseketeers right inside that cabinet. It's kind of hard to see because it is behind a door, but if you look closely you can find it. He also has various trophies that he has won in his animation on display. I think that it's pretty cool that Mickey keeps all of these different mementos of the different films and different work that he's done in his house for everybody who comes by to see. If you are familiar with the very old classic Mickey Mouse cartoons, you can come in and try and find all of the different Easter eggs. There's even a pillow that Walt's wife Lillian hand-stitched for Mickey Mouse inside his cabinet, and you also will find a picture of Walt with Mickey. It's kind of hard to see because of the glare, but Mickey likes to keep a lot of these mementos just to kind of remember how his house was and what his life was before. In the same room, you can also find a piano playing some classic songs from the Disney animated films that Mickey originally starred in, as well as a TV playing these classic cartoons. As you continue to look through this house, you can see all sorts of different references and little hints at the kind of life that Mickey would have in his house here at Toontown. Mickey is a very big star, but he does like to have his personal life with those reminders of what he's done and what he wants to do going forward. It's very nice of him to have opened up his house and his yard, and especially his movie barn, and to really welcome the people of Disneyland to his house. In his backyard, you can see all sorts of crops that he's growing. There's even a pesky gopher that seems to be stealing his carrots. They do come back every once in a while, but once they come back, they do have a tendency to disappear again. No one's really seen that gopher. I've heard that sometimes he does pop his head up, but I didn't see it today.
the rest of Mickey's movie barn, but the line is sticking all the way out into the barn. And as much as we love Mickey Mouse, we're not really down for that today. So I'm gonna let this part be a surprise for you guys, but let's go check out the rest of Toontown. Alright, so within Toontown there are 4 other houses you can check out. Behind me we have Chip and Dale's Treehouse. It's kind of just like a climbing area. It's stairs that go all the way up to the top and then stairs that come all the way back to the bottom. Lots of low clearances. I definitely would only recommend it for small children. Let's see what's down this side. Keep heading right over here. We do have Donald Duck's boat. Again, it's just like a climbing area. Lots of things to explore for the little ones. Right next door is Goofy's house. Also a nice little playground for kids to play with. Used to be a bounce house, now it's just a regular playground. Lots of interactive things for kids. I've even seen the old dog out there a few times. And next door to Mickey, we have Minnie's house. Right now you can see there is a bit of a line. That line is to meet Minnie Mouse. She does meet in her backyard. It's a much smaller house than Mickey's, but it is just like Mickey's house. So let's go see what we can ride in Toontown. So right behind me is one of Toontown's 2 attractions. This is Gadget's Go Coaster. It does have a height restriction, but it is the lowest height restriction in the park. This roller coaster is designed for children. It's relatively short, but it's really fun. Alright, so right back here we have our dark ride. This is Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. You hop in a taxi, your wheels get a little dipped, and you go for a little bit of a wild ride. Super fun, no height restriction, and the line is handicap accessible. This one does have Fast Pass, make sure you check that out. Okay. Alright, so in Toontown there are 3 different dining options. You have Daisy's Diner, Pluto's Doghouse, and Clarabelle's Ice Cream Shop. Now Clarabelle's Ice Cream Shop is the only location in Disneyland where you can get soft serve ice cream. There are 2 locations over in Disney's California Adventure, but here there's only 1. At these 3 food options, you can only get American food, pizza, hot dogs, and sandwiches, so check it out sometime. Things that you can do in Toontown is this gag house right behind me. You can walk through 4 different types of shops in Toontown. You have the gym, the prison, the post office, and the firehouse, and each one has its own special interactive activity that you can do. Let's check it out. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to go check out some other lands, and I'm merely on my way to nowhere in particular. See you next week.